What is up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I managed to place an actuator of the X7 from Novsight. To me, it's very useful because the trails I go on have a lot of steep canals right next to the driver's side. So when I'm traveling on these canals and I want to look down and up, if I want to look across the canal, I want to make my lights go up and down, I managed to make a move with the push of a button. So as you can see, when I'm traveling on these trails, I place them like that, right? So what this does, I can look down or I can look up. It all depends. And when you're trying to see across the canal on the other side, that little incline makes a lot of difference. So I'm gonna show you today how to place it using nothing but off-the-counter parts. They're cheap, they're not too expensive, and they're easy to do. So I'm gonna take off that one over there, because as you can see on this one, and I had to use 2 rivets to improvise because the screw was too long and I didn't have a screw to put on here. So today I'm gonna take it all apart. I'm gonna show you exactly what I did, how I drilled through it, and I placed these brackets on it and the actuator. So let's start by taking it off, taking everything apart, and I'll show you, because there's different placements where you can place these brackets a little higher or a little shorter down, so you can aim the beam lower or higher. Okay, at this point where I have it right now is exactly what I need, so I'm not gonna be putting it back on this space, so I'm gonna leave it here. But I'm gonna show you the process of how to install a simple bracket actuator to make these move up and down. All right, guys, so the first thing we're gonna do, disconnect the hex screw from the spacer that I used. This is what I use for the spacer. This is a brass plated connecting rod. So I'm gonna have to hold it from the back right here. Loosen it up. See how easy that was? Okay, I want to show you something that I did also. See? When I end up replacing it now for a brand new one. It's gonna go right there. So I'm gonna show you something that I did, because when you buy the actuators come, this tip right here is plastic and it breaks easily. So what I did was I changed the plastic one that comes from the factory, and I used an anchor shackle. That's how it goes. So I took this part from the anchor shackle, and it happened to be the same thread, and it worked beautifully. So for sure now it's not gonna break. The plastic one tends to break. So I bought these off of Amazon. I'm gonna be taking off this guy right here. This is what I had to do. I had to use the screw, and I also had to use these 2 rivets, place them facing each other because the screw was too long. So I place them like that. I place the pressure washers, and I managed to put this here. So now we're gonna be replacing it with a smaller screw from Novsight. But let me show you what I did here. I drilled through the cooling fins, and I measured, when I was placing the brackets, I measured that extended all the way out. The actuators were gonna be connecting where I wanted them to be. So I drilled here, and I placed that bolt there, holding from the inside with a bolt. And I drilled here, and I placed this one on the base of the light. All right. See how I drilled here on the base of the light? This bracket needs to be on the base of the light because it needs to be supported there so that the actuator pushes up or down. Like I told you, I drilled here, but the way these lights come, you can adjust them here with this screw that goes here. When you take that screw off or tighten it up, the lights move. That one we're not going to be using anymore. Instead, now we're going to use the actuator and the brackets to move up and down. So there can be no screw here. You have to take that one off. This one right here is an adjustment placement that I have also, because I can move this bracket a little further down. But I'm gonna leave it there because the setup that I have right now works better for me. So let's place it back. It's a little pain to put these on. There we go. All right, guys, just tying up the bracket that goes to the base of the light. It's very important that you guys know where you're placing this bracket, because if you place it too high, then the actuator goes beyond the bracket on the top. So make sure you place it just right. Lucky for me, I already have the holes drilled. But when you're drilling your holes, make sure that you do all the measurements you guys gotta take, because you want to make sure that all these holes line up. Okay, that's tight enough. So now we're gonna place this one. These are the ones that want to make sure that you don't tie them too much, just enough, because anyway the lights are going to be held by the actuators. So now let's place these connecting rods. You can find these at Home Depot. They come in packages like this. Place them here. This bracket, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, this is the things you have to go through, guys, when you build straight off the counter with aftermarket parts that don't belong. There we go. All right, guys, again, not too tight, okay? Just that's it. Let's try it real quick. So that's perfect. Now, like I said, I use these to replace the plastic that comes on the actuator to make it a stainless steel. and to make it firmer so it doesn't break. I use these brass connecting rods off of Home Depot. And at Home Depot, you can also find these hex screws that look exactly like the ones from Novsight. So you just gotta match them to make sure that they work. And that's it. It's that simple. Let me show you how where I placed the button for the actuators. I placed it down here. That's pretty much, guys. When you have it like that and you use it like I use it as a ditch light, for me this is very convenient when I'm driving around in these trails and I have it like this. Like I said, I have very steep canals right next to my tires, and at night when I can't see, I might get too close to the edge. So I want to make sure that I have a light that I can control to go up and down. Guys, with a little bit of creativity, you guys can do this too on the X7 pod lights from Novsight. Well, guys, I managed to change this riveted screw that was sticking out. Now it looks nice and clean with the original bolt from Novsight. Imagine this thing was sticking out all the way out here. So now we managed to change it. Now it looks a lot better and cleaner. Well, again, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for coming along with this installation, and I'll see you on the next one.